Alright, what is up, y'all? It's been a while since I've done one of these trade recaps here, but I'm gonna start doing these and doing more daily uploads on the YouTube channel and start producing more educational content on trading, especially on the future side. Well, mainly on the future side, but yeah, straight getting into it to the trade recap. Honestly, we're seeing a lot of stuff. There's a lot of liquidity laying down on the top and the bottom half. So what I was looking for is just mainly the PD arrays that we were stuck up on. Pretty much on a 4 hour and a daily level. We were, well, not on a daily level, but on a 4 hour range. We were in a 4 hour PD array, which is our fair value gap right here. At the same time, we were down onto a 1 hour gap as well. So I wanted to see some sort of rejection happen through this gap right here, and at the same time seek liquidity that's seeking under here, because that's pretty much structured engineered liquidity that's sitting there. So I like to see a sweep of liquidity at the same time touch that fair value gap at the same time. So obviously going down to my 15 minutes to be more precise on a fair value gap. Sorry, excuse me, but yeah, it's gonna be a 15-minute gap that we do really reject off right here. At the same time, sweeping liquidity. There was SMT in the beginning, but we ended up reading that out, so there was no SMT after all. So for me, I just patiently waited until we get our strong rejection for a reversal. So for me, I did want to look for a continuation to the downside because we were inverting all these gaps here. But what I wanted the most was that rejection after sweeping that liquidity to tag out the data highs and pretty much hopefully tag out Asia high. And it actually did. But in my hopes, I was pretty much targeting the data high that we failed to take out earlier. So from there was a bunch of liquidity sitting everywhere on both sides, so you could have really shorted here or longed here, but the shorts weren't looking too good. We were having massive rejection in this area, so I did not want to short that. At the same time, we did have SMT in that range at the time, so I did not want to short. So that's why I decided to go down here and wait for a little bit, be patient, and then from there we got that sweep of liquidity, tap into a 15 gap, create a rejection here, and then from there we displaced on an IFEG. But for me, I don't enter solely on IFEGs, mainly because every time I enter on IFEGs, it's more like a pattern trader for me. And every time I do enter on IFEGs solely, I do get taken out. But this trade was a pretty good trade. If you wanted to take it on a BPR level, so obviously since it's already inversed and displaced, you don't feel comfortable with displacement, then you could wait for the tag again on that same box, and that would be your BPR, which is a balanced price range. But after that, I pretty much entered after the CISD. Um, so my entry was right here at the very bottom or right at the candle open of the next one. And I did have a TP1 right here at this relatively equal high. And then at the same time, we did have that rejection here from this imbalance. So from there, that was TP1. And then I did add a contract here off of the rejection. And then from there, it did go up all the way to my TP, but I have my TP shorter than the actual height, mainly because, I mean, not the height, but the actual high. Mainly because sometimes it doesn't reach the high. With this market, I kind of notice when liquidity's lying and resting above, sometimes it doesn't sweep the level. Same thing with like Asia high right here. We didn't even sweep it. So I was just like, what do you like? Why would I want to target, the very high whenever I could secure profits at a lower level, like just by, putting the to take profit a little lower than the actual liquidity level. But if that makes sense, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's pretty much the trade recap. We did have nothing but liquidity ranges getting taken out, so it was pretty much bankable on both sides. On the short view, we have a 5 minute gap that we reject here, causing a rejection block here. At the same time, we could have entered on this 1 minute CISD that we have here, but obviously with that rejection, it was kind of a lot. So from there, you could have entered and cashed those shorts as well. So the entry could have been like this, obviously targeting that 15-minute imbalance or the rest of sell side liquidity, which is right here down at the bottom. That could have gave you a 2RR play. The same thing with the one above. The one above did give us a 2RR play as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. There's nothing too crazy right now. We're just going in consolidation, and we might end up hitting some PD rays above since I have these marked out up here. and from there we probably might distribute lower, the way it is kind of looking. If we wanted to go higher, we've already done gone higher, but obviously not. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Appreciate y'all for tuning in for the trade recap.